Federal budget proposals have Washington lawmakers alarmed as access to free food for hundreds of thousands of students across the state is in jeopardy. Albert James shows us what's being considered and how it squares with state proposals to expand access to free school meals.
Student nutrition advocacy groups have raised concerns about the federal government cutting funding for school food programs. The School Nutrition Association says $660 million in funding from the USDA's Local Food for Schools program has been terminated, hurting efforts to get healthy, locally produced foods to schools and child care providers. The organization is also warning of proposed cuts to the community eligibility provision, which provides free school meals to all students at schools with high poverty levels. They say Congress is considering raising the eligibility threshold from 25% school poverty to 60%, cutting 12 million students nationwide out of the program. Speaking to the Seattle Times, the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction estimates 475,000 students could be impacted by the change, calling the move, quote, disastrous and confusing for families. The fears around reduced free school meal access comes as the legislature this year considered expanding the benefit to make it available for all students regardless of age or income.
We talk a lot about academic success, test scores here. We know none of that is attainable if a kid's got issues with being hungry in school.
Some lawmakers question how the state could afford the expansion in light of a projected multi-billion-dollar budget shortfall. Proposals in the Senate and House didn't advance before key deadlines last month, casting a shadow on its chances of becoming law this year. However, the Times reports Governor Bob Ferguson's office is still working with legislators about expanding free meal access, with a spokesperson saying it's especially important in light of proposed federal cuts. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.